Alright, so I'm going to show you guys when we go through. Alright, so what we do normally is we go around, we'll paint everything, and like people go, you do mediocre work because you leave all the cracks. No, we don't. We're going to go through there, caulk all these cracks, and then touch them up. Now, sometimes people see in stucco, stucco is going to get fixed, that's going to get fixed. We don't leave that stuff, okay? Just because we painted around it doesn't mean we're going to leave it there. It means that we didn't have the labor to do that part first. So we'll go through and just do a quick fix right now. Let that dry. Like, for instance, some guys will spend a whole lot of time masking off all these corners and edges and everything else when you can take a brush and touch this up in 2 seconds. And you'll spend 20 minutes masking it. So anything that you miss, you go around with your brush. Like the stucco, we're going to actually spray touch that. But we're going to caulk these cracks real quick, and then we do some of that stuff after it's already painted. So just because we paint something and you see me paint over something doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. I don't do mediocre work like one guy said. No, we do a nice job. When it's completely done, all the stuff's fixed. So for instance, these holes right here, I'm going to come back through and catch those with a stucco. Sometimes it's easier to do that after the fact. Sometimes some people go and they spend weeks going through prepping, and they spend all this time doing all this prep on everything, and then they never get to the paint stage, or they spend too much time on the labor costs doing that, and they get to the painting time and then they have to cut corners on their paint time because they spent too much time prepping. So if you want to be profitable all the time, you constantly are going through and going back and doing a little bit of touch-up things, and instead of stopping everything, stopping the wagon train right in the middle and saying, oh, I better go fix this before I paint it. No, you just go back and you fix it and you touch it up. So some of those things we do that way. Sometimes we go through and we'll do the prep. Like when I do these, this isn't my job, I'm just here to help Travis out. So I'll go through while my stucco is still wet and I didn't do the power wash. I'll go through and do the stucco repairs at that time, but apparently they didn't have time to do that. So that's normally how I would do it. Now, sometimes we mask the base, sometimes we shield it. It all depends on who's here, how much labor cost you have here. If you have guys to do the masking, then you mask it. If you don't have guys to mask, then you do it with a shield. It all depends. Every job, there's no cookie cutter way to paint a house. I mean, you got certain ideas and things like that you use, but nothing is always the same. So if you do it always the same, what's gonna happen is you're gonna end up pricing yourself out of the market when the market gets tough. So these are the types of things I try to explain to people. When this house is done, it'll look as good as anybody else's work. I don't care who does it, how good they are, anything else, because we go through and we catch it on touch-up. Because let me just put it this way: you go through, you do your house, you paint your stucco or your eaves, stucco and eaves, all right? Or if you're going to do stucco and eaves, same color, you do your stucco, then you do your eaves, okay? Then you go do your handwork. You're always going to walk around the house, I believe it's 4 times. You're always going to have a miss. There's no person who will spray and not have misses. If you do and you're never getting misses, then it tells me that you're spending way too much time spraying. So you're going to have something you're going to miss. So what's going to happen is you're always going to have to do a touch-up walk. Everybody has to do it. So what we do is, instead of going, oh well, we leave certain things so that we know those things. Okay, those things we know, we're going to touch up those corners. We're going to touch up our corners. We're going to do some of this stuff right here. We know we're going to do a touch-up walk. So all of that stuff's going to get done on touch-up walk. So you're going to walk around the building 4 times. You're going to do it once spray, once do the eaves. If you're doing the eaves, you're going to do it you're going to do 1 time for your trim, and you're going to do 1 time for touch-up. So that's 4 times around the building, no matter who's doing it. So if you got to catch it on your touch-up walk, then you catch it on your touch-up walk. If you're going to catch it on your first time around, you catch it on your first time around. It doesn't matter, as long as when you get done, it's done. So those are just a couple of key pointers. Some guys are, like I said, if you're spending too much time and you're going through and you're looking for every spray miss in the wall, and you're going through and you're going, hey, I see one right there, right up in there, a little spray miss. Well, when you go up, you're gonna have the ladder. You're gonna have your 2 cutting buckets. You're gonna walk around. You're gonna do your trim pieces. When you just bring your cut bucket with you, and you touch up as you go. You just check it out. So, that's how I've done it for years and years and years, and I never leave anything. I don't leave any touch up when I've never been called back for a touch up ever to do because I missed something. It just doesn't happen with me. So you just catch it all. But you do if you plan on touching up, then you're always looking for stuff. And when you're always looking for stuff, you don't miss things. So those are just some of the techniques I use when I paint. It's just a couple of different things you guys can learn to do for yourselves. This thing's about ready for. Right now we're going to go ahead and mask off the windows, and we're going to spray those stucco pop outs because it's just faster and easier than cutting and rolling with all the edges. And then all we got to do is the trim and garage door and touch up. It's be done, in another day, no problem, without any problem, easily. 3 guys will finish it tomorrow. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys in the next video where we're actually going to finish the stucco pop outs today. And then we may, so sometimes I'll go through and spray, I go and cut all this in perfect. Sometimes if it's taking too much time, we'll just go ahead and spray up to like right here and then brush that part. That's all stuff that you think about when you're doing your job. If I can save time by doing that, then you do it. You do whatever is going to give you the best need for your time. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'd like you to see our subscription level go up a lot more, and those are just a couple key pointers for painting. Talk to you in this video.